definitely ran the funds. You most definitely ran the funds. Fuck you talking about?
Fuck these niggas up. DJ Mix, you gotta motherfucking feel this shit, boy.
Hey y'all, it's your girl akeriajanayco and I am back with another freaking video. So today y'all, I did a poll. So I did a poll on my Instagram and I was trying, I had 3 story times and I wanted to see which one did the people want to see first, and so they voted for this story time. So as y'all can see by the title, I got scammed. We got scammed, y'all. We got scammed. Okay, so let me tell y'all. So this was back in 2022, November of 2022. So it was supposed to be me. It was supposed to be me, my best friend, and 2 of her cousins. It was her 2 cousins. It was their birthdays. Like their birthdays are like a few days apart, so we was gonna go to Houston for their birthdays, right? Okay, so we had started a group chat. I think we had started paying for stuff in like October of 2022. We were going to Houston. We were supposed to be going in November of 2022. Like, let me just show y'all this picture real quick because I dead thought I was finna go to fucking Houston. Like, I dead thought I was finna go to Houston, y'all. Like, I was dead in the airport. For real, like, I was in the airport. This is no funny shit. Like, I was literally in the airport, bitch. I was in the fucking airport, bitch. Are you... I was in the airport, bitch. November 7th, 2022. In the... Girl, let me tell y'all how it all went. Okay. So, like I said, it was me, my best friend, her 2 cousins. It was their birthday, so we were supposed to be going to Houston for their birthday, right? Okay, cool. So, we were in a group chat and we was paying for stuff. So, me and my best friend, we never booked anything. We was just sending our money. Okay, so we had sent the money for the Airbnb and the money for the rental car, because we was going to get a rental car. We had sent that to one of the cousins. I'm going to call her A. So, we had sent that to A. Okay, boom. So then the money for the flight, we had sent that to M. Okay, so we were under the impression that we were booking a Frontier flight. Mind y'all, did y'all just see what thing I was at? I was at Southwest. Should have been the first red flag. Anyways, so we were under the impression that we was booking a Frontier flight. We sent our money for the flight. So we sent $87 for the flight. She said she was booking it through their job website so they get deals or whatever, because they was booking it through their job. But she was booking it through her job or whatever, so they get like discounts and deals or whatever. So we sent $87 for the flight. Now, when she sent, and none of this stuff like that didn't register until we was at the airport and shit went left. When she sent the flight confirmation, first of all, like I said, we thought we was getting a Frontier flight. We thought we was doing a Frontier flight because when we were discussing the flight prices, we all decided on Frontier. We said we didn't have a problem with flying Frontier. Okay, cool. So she said that we all needed to send $87 for the Frontier flight. And that was for a round trip flight, right? Okay, but when she sent the confirmation, like the confirmation screenshots, like, okay, our flights are booked, she sent a Southwest confirmation page, and the total said $823.84. Now, mind you, this didn't register until we got to the airport. So let me just pause that part right there. So we sent the $87 for our Frontier flight. We sent another $72 for, that was for the rental car. No, that was for the Airbnb. Okay. So the day that we were supposed to leave, which is November 7th of 2022, we get to the airport. You know, I'm thinking everything is regular, everything is normal, everything is booked. Mind y'all, we were going to Houston, Texas. Our flight was supposed to leave at like 9 in the morning. No, our flight was supposed to leave at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I had got to the airport around like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I had been in the airport. You know, we always got to go to the airport early because of the fact that it's the Atlanta airport. It's the busiest airport. Okay, so we get to the airport, and I had got there before they had got there. Before my best friend, before M, and before A. I had got there before all 3 of them. I was just by myself. Mind you, also, this was my first time ever, like, even being in the airport at all or taking a flight. That would have been my first flight. If we had actually gone, that would have been my first flight. So I'm in the airport and I go to like the little Southwest like kiosk thing where you can like scan your ticket or whatever to like get ready to check in. So she had sent us all our tickets like on our phone, and like I don't know if y'all know or if y'all ever like booked a ticket, like a flight or like a ticket through Ticketmaster or anything like that. You can save them to your Apple wallet so that when you double tap they can just be right there. So that's how it was. So I pulled it up and I tried to scan my thing, and it was like error. I can't remember exactly what the message said, but it said something along the lines of it being an error and couldn't find the booking or something like that. And so I thought, it being my first time in the airport and it being my first time about to take a flight, I thought maybe I was doing something wrong. I was by myself. My mama was on the phone, but of course she not seeing everything that I'm seeing. So my mom was just on the phone, trying to guide me through where to go over the phone. But I'm thinking I did something wrong when it said, the error message or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just wait for them to get here so that we can all check in together. Okay, so shortly after that, probably about 20 minutes after that, that's when my best friend and M arrived to the airport. She arrived last. She was the last one to arrive to the airport, but we all still end up being together. So when they got there, I was telling them, like I tried to check in, but it was saying something like an error or something like that. Like I really didn't know. I really genuinely had thought at that moment, at that point in time, I genuinely had thought that I did something wrong. Like I was vlogging for this trip and everything, y'all. Like I have vlogged the airport. I got me some Starbucks. I was literally vlogging, and so yeah, so they get in, and I'm telling them like I think I did something wrong. So we was like, okay, let's all just wait on A to get here, and then we all gonna walk over there together and try to check in together. So shortly after that, maybe about another 5 to 10 minutes go by, and she arrived to the airport. So we all go to the Southwest. I don't know if it's the gate, the terminal. I don't know what's the terminology for it, but we go to the Southwest section of the airport, right? So we get there and we all try to think again, and it's saying the same error message. So now it's like, so it wasn't just me. Okay, so this is where shit starts to go left. What it already had started going left, but this is where shit really starts to go left. Okay, so oh my god. So we go, since none of our things were working at the little self-serve kiosk, we wait in the line and we go to try to talk to like a representative, like someone act like a real person behind the booth or whatever. So as we're in line, waiting to talk to him, I'm just like confused. I don't know really what's going on at this point. I'm still not thinking the worst, but I'm kind of am concerned because our flight is leaving at 8 and it's getting closer and closer to 8. So when we get up to the desk to finally talk to the guy at the desk, he's like looking into the flights, we was telling him when I was supposed to leave, this, that, and the third. So he's looking into it and he tells us, y'all, he tells us that the flight was canceled, like our trip was canceled because the card that was used came back as fraudulent. And so in order to be able to go ahead with the booking, we would have to show, like, I think he said an ID in that card, like that matched like the card, and the ID that matches that card or whatever. So at this very moment, that's when I'm like, what? Like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? So this is where I get very worried and very confused, because I'm like, that's when I start to think about shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when I really start to go back and really think on shit. And I'm like, first of all, I thought we were supposed to be going on a Frontier flight. How the fuck did we end up with a Southwest flight? You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is when the shit started to settle in for me. So we're asking him, like, what's going on? We thought you booked the flight with your own card. So do you have your card and your ID? Can you show him so we can go ahead and get on our flight and still make our flight? So she gets to stuttering and doing all this lying and all this and that. So I'm like, oh my god. I'm already knowing what the fuck done went down, but it's not been confirmed yet. But I'm already thinking like, yeah, this what done happened. This bitch done went and did some half off shit and didn't even tell us that she was doing some half off shit, and now the shit done bounced back because the people done realized that some unauthorized shit was charged on their card. So I'm like, bruh, this is some whole bullshit. So we standing there with the man, but it's nothing really he can do because, like he said, the card, it came back as if it was fraudulent. So he was saying the only thing he could do to continue, like for us to continue with the booking, is for her to show the card and the license. So 8 o'clock comes and 8 o'clock goes. The time that we were supposed to get on the flight, we missed the flight. Of course we did, because we couldn't get on the flight because the shit came back fraudulent. So y'all, we're sitting in the fucking airport at this point. It's still 8 o'clock. At this point, I hadn't been in the airport for 2 hours, thinking I was supposed to be on a flight. We're not on the flight. Our parents are calling me and my best friend. Our parents are calling us like, "Why are y'all still in Atlanta? Thought y'all was supposed to be on the flight." We was trying not to really tell them what was going on, but it's like after a certain point, you really ain't got no choice but to tell them what's going on because they're thinking you're supposed to be going. You get what I'm saying? So we're sitting in the airport. She's saying she's going to rebook the flight for a different time, but still the same day, and that we were going to be fine and all this and that. So we're sitting in the airport. At this point, we done went and got Starbucks. We done went and got food, you know, breakfast and stuff like that, because we're just still there. So we, in the midst of us waiting, in the midst of him telling us that and we having to walk off and her supposedly booking another flight, that is when I started to like really investigate this shit. So that's when I really realized, I went back to the group chat and I really realized, I'm like, wait a minute, the first flight thing she sent us was Frontier flight for $87. But when she paid and she sent the confirmation page, the total was $823.84. It was for Southwest. First of all, if you do, hold on, I'm about to show y'all. Because first of all, if you do 87 times 4, that equals up to $348. That does not equal $823. So that's when I realized that. I was like, okay, so now I know for a fact that this bitch took our money and went and paid somebody else to do half off and didn't even tell us. And at the beginning of all this shit, y'all, I swear to God, but at the beginning of us even talking about this trip, I said I didn't want to do no type of half off, no type of fraud or nothing, because all that stuff ended up bouncing back and we have problems in the end. So I said, I don't want to book nothing like that. Let's just book it with our real money. Let's just pay our real money. So we all agreed to that. We all had said like we didn't want to do no type of half off because it always be some bullshit when it comes to doing half off. And if you don't know what half off is, it's basically like when y'all know what the fuck half off is. I don't gotta tell y'all know what the fuck half off is, especially if you in Atlanta. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you don't. So yeah, so we had already agreed that we didn't want to do that. So at this point, when I realized that what we paid, $87 times 4, did not equal up to what the confirmation total she sent, I'm like, okay, so I know what the fuck this bitch did. So at this point, I get very, very, very heated, because it's like, I told you that I did not want to conduct this trip like that I did not want to book anything like that. So I get to, you know, we questioning it, like we all questioning her, like, what's going on? Are you rebooking it? Who did you book it with? Like, do you have the card? She's steady trying to lie to me. She's still trying to lie to make it seem like she booked the flight herself. She ended up saying her brother booked the flight for her on his card, so that's why she couldn't show the card, because her brother booked it. My best friend mother called her brother. Her brother was like, I haven't even talked to her. We got each other blocked, or I got her blocked, whatever. He hadn't even talked to this girl. She lying on him, put him in shit, and he hadn't even talked to her to even know what the fuck is going on to even book a flight. So it's just like, okay, bitch, you obviously did the half off shit and you just want to keep lying and you don't want to say that. So she comes up to us, because we had all went to go get a drink. So she comes up to us and she says that she rebooked the flight for, I think it was like 1 o'clock that she had rebooked the flight for. So she rebooks the flight. We go over there to Southwest again, and he ends up telling us again, like, you're gonna need to show the card the physical card that you use to book the flight. So she's like, well, I booked it with my card this time. And she was like, my card, no, I think the flight that she had booked was like leaving at 4. It was like a way later flight time than what the original flight time was. So we go back to the Southwest thing, because we were like, we might as well try to check in early. So if anything is wrong, we already know that something is wrong. So she said she rebooked the flight. When we got over there to the Southwest desk area thing, he was like, he needs to see the card and the ID of he needs to see the physical card, basically is what he's saying, because the account at this point has been flagged for fraudulent activity. So he's gonna need to see whatever card you book with, he's gonna want to see that card. So she's like, I booked it with my card, but my card is at home at my mom's house. And I'm telling her like, okay, well, the flight is not until later, so we literally have time to leave the airport, go to your mom's house, get your card, and come back so that we can and still have time to show him and still make it on the flight. So she's making up all these excuses like, oh, nobody's at my house, I don't have my key, I left my key with my mother. I'm like, okay, so we can go take a Uber. She was like, she said her mother was at the doctor. I said, okay, so we can take a Uber to your mom's doctor, take another Uber to your house, get your card, leave your key like under the mat or something for your mother to get back in the house, and then we can go back to the airport. She just keep making excuses to every solution I'm trying to offer. She's making she's trying to come back with an excuse as to why that solution wouldn't work. So I'm like, yeah, you basically done went and booked the flight again with another fraudulent ass card. Like, why the fuck would you try to book it again? So y'all, it had got to the point where it was like 1 something, y'all. It was like 1 p.m. and I can remember we had just been standing around and sitting around the airport for so long. I was so aggravated, I was so heated, I was hungry, I was just tired of standing up, I was tired of being in Atlanta. I'm thinking I was supposed to, already be in Houston. And mind you, y'all, we had an Airbnb booked, we had a rental car booked, we had all this stuff booked, and that stuff was still booked, and we could not get our money back because it was the same day. That stuff was booked legally, that stuff was booked with the actual car, no fraud. So it was nothing we could even do about the rental car money and the Airbnb money. We texted the lady to see if she had any Airbnbs in Atlanta that we could just go stay at for the week, and so we wouldn't lose out on our money. But she didn't have any Airbnbs in Atlanta. And she said we could cancel it, but of course you're not gonna get no money back when you cancel something the same day. So we just lost out on all that money. So it was like 1 o'clock, and we all was just like, you know what, fuck this shit, it seemed like it's not happening. My best friend, she called somebody to come pick us up. So we get picked up, we get to the terminal, like where you finna get ready to go in, like where all the cars be dropping all the people off at the airport and stuff, and people be getting all their luggage out the car. We went outside to that part of the airport. So when we out there, I get overly upset. So I'm asking her, I'm talking shit, I'm talking big shit, like I'm talking shit, and I'm talking shit where she can hear me, because it's like, bitch, you know what you did, that's fucked up what you did. So I'm talking shit on the phone with my mom, and I'm talking shit where she can hear me, and my mom on the phone like, you need to calm the fuck down, because if you get the fine in the airport, it's gonna be hell to pay. You're not gonna be able to fly nowhere else, you're gonna go to jail, all this shit. My mom trying to calm me down on the phone. So I'm like, okay. But I asked her, I was like, why did you do that? I asked her a question to her face. I literally went up to her and I asked her a question to her face. I was like, I don't know. I think I said, why did you do that? Or why did you lie? Or something like that. Why did you lie about it? And I kept asking her questions like, why are you lying? Or like, what is going on? Because I'm very, very upset, because not only have I lost out on this money for the flight, but I've also lost out on the money for the Airbnb in the room or whatever, so or the rental car or whatever. So I'm like, bitch, you got all of us fucked up right now, and it's so crazy because you are my best friend is her 2 cousins, like they're her cousins. So it's like, bitch, you got me fucked up, you got her fucked up, you got her fucked up, you got all of us fucked up right now. You got us sitting at the airport thinking we finna fucking go somewhere, and we're not going anywhere. Like, we literally did not end up going to Houston, y'all. We did not end up going. I still to this day, today is February 15th, 2023. To this day, I still have not went to Houston. To this day, I still have not been to Texas. And I've tried to go to I've tried 2 times to go to Texas. The 3rd time gotta be a charm. But we literally did not go, y'all. So I ended up getting picked up. I came back home. Kelly looking like, what the fuck you doing back home? You supposed to be gone. I'm explaining the whole story to him. So when I got home, I texted her again, just letting her know, like, I really did not appreciate the shit that you did. She never would admit to what she did, y'all. She never just came up and owned up to her lie and took accountability for what she did. She never said, oh, I apologize for wasting y'all time. I apologize for wasting y'all money. Nothing. Like, she never just told the truth. She kept this lie up, saying that she, like, even after the fact, she still kept trying to keep the lie up, trying to say that she booked the flight herself. No, you didn't. You didn't, babe, because if you did, you wouldn't mind showing the card and your ID. You didn't, babe. And how did you book a flight? And the total that you sent us said $823.84. You didn't pay the remaining balance yourself, because what we sent equaled up to this. What we sent equaled up to $348. The flight she booked was like $823 minus $348. You did not pay $475 difference yourself. You did not pay that by yourself, and you booked the Southwest flight. And then the second Southwest flight she booked was even higher. That's how I know. Girl, you did half off, and you would not admit it. She would not admit it. So I text her and I said, it's the fact that you can't even offer us as much as an apology or a my bad for what you did, or even own up to what you did. Like, you really just had us in the airport looking stupid as fuck for hours, just lying in our face like that shit lame as fuck. Bruh, and it don't matter if it was a $90 or $10. That's our money that we work hard for, the fuck. And I been had told you from the jump that I didn't want to do no type of half off shit with my flight. The fuck, I been made that known. Cause of shit like this, then you steady just lying. That, like, that's weird as fuck. I don't even look at you the same for real. So she sent back a voice. I'm not gonna read the voice. I'm not gonna play the voice messages because I don't know if anybody might know her voice. I'm not trying to tell nobody name, put nobody out there. I'm just telling my story because this is the one that everybody wanted to see the most on my Instagram. So in her voice messages though, she tried to make it seem like I was just now saying something to her when I got home, trying to make it seem like I was scared. I said, oh no, baby girl, I most definitely said something to you in your face while I was right there, because my mama was on the phone telling me to calm the fuck down. I most definitely said something to you while I was there. So please don't try to play me as if I'm scary. You feel what I'm saying? Don't try to play me as if I'm scared or like I don't speak up on what the fuck going on. I spoke up right then and there. I spoke up at the airport, baby girl. I just wanted to reiterate to you and let you know I still feel some type of way. So she sent it, she's still sending more, like, she literally was just sending voice messages. She literally never sent no text. And so I started sending voice messages back too. Hold on, let me see. Hey girl, if the money came off of your card, your personal card, it wouldn't have said nothing about no unauthorized transaction. Like, you're still lying. I don't give a fuck. Like, you're still lying. Talking about that money, how did it come off of your card? Why would you say it was an unauthorized transaction if it came off of your card? The man, I'm hearing the same shit the man telling you, he telling me. I can hear it just like you can hear it. So what the fuck do you mean? Like, the hell? Come on, girl. Like, the fuck? So that was one of the messages I sent her. The thing I had to say, I was saying it while you was standing right there and you wasn't saying nothing. So don't even do all that till I waited to say shit, because everything I'm saying now I said when I was standing at the airport while you was right there. You heard me. I was on the phone talking real loud. You heard me. Come on now. The fuck? I let it be known, babe. I let it be known, babe. I did not like that shit. And we all was pissed the fuck off. And my best friend, she was pissed off too, because she felt like, damn, I done brought you into this shit. And look what done happened. Because this my folks, this my cousin. You get what I'm saying? What else I said? Oh, baby, I most definitely pointed at you and said you lame as fuck. You lame as fuck for what you did, and you can't even as much as say you're sorry or my bad or nothing. I most definitely did point at you when I was on the phone, baby. Yes, I did. So let's go ahead and get it cleared up right now. I said whatever the fuck I had to say while we was at the airport. Ain't mumbling shit. That's why I got my money back. The fuck you talking about? Oh yeah, I got my money back. Yeah, I did. I got my $90 back, however much it was, 87. I got that shit the fuck back. I was the only one got my motherfucking money back. Yeah, cause I really was saying something to your ass, bitch. What are you talking about? Yeah, I got my money back. So at the end of the day, I was still pissed off because I didn't want my money back. I wanted to go to fucking Houston, and I still lost out on other money for the Airbnb and the car rental. But bitch, for that flight that you fucked up, oh, you most definitely ran the funds. You most definitely ran the funds. Fuck you talking about? You most definitely ran the funds. So she said something about fighting. Mind you, this girl is almost 30 years old. At the time, I'm 21. You're talking about fighting, immediately call my mother. I immediately call my mother. Bitches be thinking cause I'm not from Atlanta that I'm never alone, babe. My mama come trim the fuck. So I call my mother. My mama, get what my mama say. Don't worry about it. Your mama on the way. Real quick though, like that. Yeah. Fuck you talk about. So I said, bitch, not your overgrown ass talk about do I want to fight because I'm mad about my trip that you fucked up. But it's whatever, baby. My mama on the way. It's whatever, baby. It gets like that. It gets like that. But my mom, she didn't. When I called my best friend, her mom was like, she not gonna want to fight for real. She not gonna want to do nothing. Don't even let your mama waste her time coming up here because she not gonna want to fight for real. So she sent another voice message. I don't even know what the fuck she said. She said, I am done talking. I said, you coming at me talking about fighting the fuck. So I called my mama, what the fuck, what it supposed to mean? You said you want to fight me. I wasn't even trying to go there with you because you my friend and family. But you came at me talking about fighting. And y'all, that's real fucking facts. I wasn't even gonna fucking go there with this girl because of the fact that she's my best friend cousin. I be so, like, my loyalty to people be really on 10. Like, I'm so 10 toes down. I don't even be trying to go, like, when it's my friends, family and shit, I don't be trying to go there. I don't be trying to be disrespectful. Like, I would never do some shit like that. But bitch, you played. You tried me. So it's like, you tried me. I don't give a fuck who family you is. At this point, you texting my phone or you send a voice message to my phone talking about, do I want to fight? Bitch, of course my mother wants to fight. Of course she does. Like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, I don't understand. You're mad at me because I'm mad that you fucked up my trip. That you sat here and scammed on my trip. And then after I hadn't already told you and let you know that I never wanted to do no type of half off. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the shit just pissed me the fuck off all the way. But it's like, now it's funny now. Like, we always laugh at that shit now because it's over with. Like, it's funny. But it's like, bitch, at the time that shit was not funny. That shit was fucking, I was mad as fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck. I was mad, bitch. I don't care. I was mad. So yeah, that was the story about how we got scammed and could not go to Houston. Yeah, but a bitch did get my motherfucking money back. Stand on 10 toes about me. Yeah. So yeah, y'all, I love doing story times. Y'all just don't know this story. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, was a little bit unprepared. I ain't have my receipts already pulled up, so I had to go search for them. But nonetheless though, this was a great, like, I love doing story time. So whatever story times y'all want me to do, I will do them, like, cause I love to sit and just tell my little stories that I be having going on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I hope it was the tea that y'all wanted. But like, comment down below. This was crazy, right? Like, is this shit not crazy? This is crazy, right? Like, this shit is crazy, right? I know I'm not tripping. But yeah, y'all, that shit was crazy. Still haven't been to Houston. Hopefully I make it there one day. I'm gonna make it there one of these days. Still haven't been to Houston though, but I'm gonna make it there. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, leave me some video ideas. Follow me on Instagram at akeriajanayco. Make sure y'all go follow my business pages too. At Stat Mode Tresses, at Stat Mode Fits, at Stat Mode Graphics. Make sure y'all go follow those as well. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be coming back with some more story times because, like I said, I love to do story times. So thank y'all so much for watching, and I love y'all. Bye, babes.
I got too many hoes. I can't hang you. Like to put that shit in your nose.